morning, good afternoon, good evening, from whichever time zone you are. First of all, thank you. Thank you for always following in. Thanks for always watching, and thanks for the comments that keep flowing in, please, and the encouragements, the positive energy, please. Thank you very much. Today we're going to talk about something very small, and that is the relationship between the children and the wealth, or the relationship between children and success in life. Basically, children and success in life versus the relationship with their parents. Now, there is something we need to talk about today, and that is basically children. Many times we could spend our time working, planning, making the wheels, but we have a culture that we've always missed out, and this is something to do with the children. You come to find, say, the parents work so hard to accumulate wealth. The parents work so hard in the name of working hard for the better of the future of their children and their grandchildren. But what happens is this: we've missed a point somewhere. We've come to a point whereby instead of teaching the children where the wealth comes from, where it all starts from, the primary points, we instead teach them the end points. For example, you come to find that the children get holidays. When children get holidays, all they have to do is to say, "Daddy, buy for me PS4. Okay? Now what happens is this: when you buy the PS4, they're gonna play. They don't know the value of the PS4. They don't know how much the PS4 costs. But remember, you as a parent, you're busy. There is something I've always learned from a certain nationality, and that is the Indians. For example, those Indians, I'm sorry, but there is something they've always taught me. Say, for example, in the holiday, they'll bring their children to work. The children will always be there, no matter how small the business is, the children will always be there. What am I trying to put through? Teach your children how to work. Let's teach our children how to work, where the hustle comes from, so that today, tomorrow, or in the future, even when you're no longer alive, even when you're no longer there, okay? Life will always be simple, or life will always be the same. Why? You taught them how to work. For example, you come to find the children, if they've gotten holidays, let them do housework. Let the children do housework. Let the maid rest. Or if the maid is there, let the maid just assist them and teach them. Let them learn some of these basics in life. That if you don't work, you don't eat. As simple as that. Let them not take things for granted, because this is a challenge nowadays. You come to find that, for example, you work so hard, you're always toiling to put a future there. You accumulate the wealth you need to accumulate and whatever assets you have. But since the children didn't know how you made it, whether what or what, just within a day, the moment you pass away or the moment you're no longer there, the very first thing is that you come to find the children want to liquidate. The children always are very fast at that. They'll come in for that. But why is it like that? It is just something very simple. We failed. We failed to teach our children. We failed to teach our children how to work. If your children at home, for example, you have a business, they'll simply drive to your place of work and say, "Daddy, we need to go and buy some pizza. Daddy, we need to go have some sandwiches." What you're gonna do as a parent, you say, "Oh, take money." You get money from the counter and give them. They'll simply go and buy the sandwich. But what about if you told them to come every morning and put them on an allowance? Let them do something at the work. Let them do some work at least. Let them know where the money comes from. Because you could be catering for them, giving them whatever they need. But at the same time, they may be taking it for granted, or they may think it's just an obligation. You get it? But we need to teach our children. We need to teach these children that, look, Money comes from here. If you are a father, if you have a business, or if you're a mother, go with your children. If, for example, if they are going to rest on Friday or Saturday, take them one of those days. Let them be there. Let them learn some of these things. So you come to find that with or without, whether you are there or you are not there, maybe you're incapacitated or you are sick or whatever that may happen to you. We don't know, God forbid. The children are always there. It's very simple to cover up. So my dear parents, we need to check on this. We need to teach the children. Even when the children, say for example, someone will tell you, I need pocket money for school. Look, even if somebody told you they need pocket money for school, say he needs, for example, let's give it an example of $100 for pocket money. That's for upkeep. Don't give them $100. Don't give them $100. Just simply give them something like $50, half of that. Let them not think that life is always flat. What you want is what you get. Sometimes they got to wait. I've always told my son, I tell him, look, we got to take these things one at a time. Let them also know that there is a time of luck, so that when the time of luck comes, it doesn't frustrate them so much. This is for us as parents. We got to learn some of these basics. Don't simply spoon feed your children just because you got to give them what they want. Don't simply say, okay, I'm working for you and that means you got to have everything. No. Let them also learn the basics of life. Let them know how to work hard. Let them know what their parents go through, so that one day, when they are in those shoes, they can always know what their parents always used to go through. My dad always told me something and I would always be laughing. And he said, look, until you get to learn where we get the money from, you will never know how valuable that money is. You can never. Even when a child goes to school, he doesn't care. But if he gets to learn where some of those things, just get them from home. Let them be there. If you're at the workplace, let them pass by your workplace. Let them know what you go through. Let them interact with people. Let them have a glimpse of what life is. Not to simply go back home, welcome back mommy, welcome back daddy, and it's done, and give them what you want, you buy for them this, however little they are. So that is one thing I've always appreciated from the Asian people. They take their children, specifically the Indian people. Now you come to find no wonder a business that was started by a parent is still there, by the great-grandparents. The business is still there because they taught their children how to work. They'll always bring their children around, even when they're in holidays. They'll bring them around. Let them learn the basics. How do they talk to the customers? These are all factors children need to learn. How do they interact with clients? Is a client your king? Is a client your boss? Just not let them, okay, daddy, we need to go buy some burgers and we need to go buy some pizzas, get money from the counter and give them. No, life doesn't go like that. You just got to teach them. Teach them how to fish, so that even when you're not there, they know how to make the hook, how to bend the hook and go and fish. Basically, I don't have much to talk about today. That is something little I just wanted to throw to us, or that is something I wanted to throw to you. I wish you the best and thank you very much. It's a tough time. Just like it's a tough time, you got to be tough. You got to be resilient, and sooner or later, we shall win. I remain as Jasper, and we're still working on lots of stuff. Thank you.